What's up, guys? Knowledge is self-determination. So, I watched this video by Phil from the Advice Show. In fact, I think the video is about a week old or so. But this video was talking about this white supremacist terrorist who had called CNN and left death threats, and who had contacted a mosque and left death threats at the mosque. So, this person was placed into police custody, right? But here's the kicker. See, what they said, what all these people are saying, this man has mental health issues, blah, blah, blah. This man actually saw the judge. And what the judge basically said to him was, basically let him off. He made terrorist threats. And the judge and everybody involved, but let's focus on what the judge said. The judge basically told him, in order for him to, avoid any type of penalty or incarceration or whatever, he would have to submit himself to, psychiatric treatment and evaluations and things of that nature. Now, as the title of this video states, this is the new get out of jail free card for white supremacists. This is their new get out of jail free card. Every fucked up thing that they do is going to have the label mental illness attached to it. Because we all know when a person is labeled mentally ill, they don't do jail time. They have to receive some type of mental health treatment, be evaluated, in these sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? These people aren't, a lot of times, most of the times, aren't incarcerated. So that's what makes this a get out of jail free kind of card situation for white supremacists. Because if you guys have noticed, the current theme with the latest, with all of the latest white supremacist terrorist attacks, every single one of these dudes have been allowed to chalk it up to mental illness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not liking this, man. I don't like this at all, man. Because this basically is telling white supremacists that you can do whatever the fuck you want. All you gotta do is call yourself crazy. So white supremacy continues to make loopholes in the law for other white supremacists. They continue to make these contingencies. They continue to make these loopholes. These people are continuing to manipulate the law in their own favor and in their own benefit. So to say that in America, justice is blind is complete and utter fucking bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it like this, right? For instance, the Trump administration is on this kick of pursuing marijuana. They're really on the shit. Of all the quote unquote drugs out there, marijuana isn't a drug because it's a fucking plant. In my opinion, drugs have to actually be processed and manufactured and refined, like cocaine or heroin. You know what I'm saying? Those are drugs. Or like Tylenol, that's a drug. You understand? Advil, that's a drug. Those are drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Marijuana is a plant. When I chop up parsley and put that shit in fucking food, nobody calls it a drug, right? Anyway, so they're attacking marijuana. They're trying to make CBD illegal. It is one of the non-psychotropic cannabinoids in marijuana, right? And I don't even remember what year this happened. You can Google this. Paris Hilton gets arrested for cocaine in Nevada. And this, you know what I mean? And the bitch is a walking stick figure. I'm just say that. This broad is skinny as fuck. You could surfboard on this bitch back. Anyway, listen. She gets to sign herself out. She got caught with cocaine. Cocaine is a Schedule I drug like marijuana. But This white chick gets a slap on the, not even a fucking slap on the wrist. Not even a slap on the wrist for being in possession of an illegal drug. But they say that the law applies the same to everyone. But apparently it does fucking not. I know people who've done 3 months in jail for half a gram of weed. This bitch gets caught, but I don't give a fuck how many grams of coke it was. She had it. But anyway, white supremacy is always going to change the rules for themselves. They're always going to change the rules. They're always going to bend and break and fold and change and manipulate everything to always be in their favor. And the more we learn about our system of government in this country, our government was designed so that the people have the power. But the more people continue to ignore the fact that we do have the power, we have veto power. We can sign petitions and force the government to listen to us. We can force them to. But maybe I'm just dreaming about all that shit. One day people actually getting their heads out of their asses and actually doing what benefits all of us instead of their own specific groups. But I guess we're not evolved enough for that. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, some people may discredit or discount evolution, but the way we act, I mean, just the way humans act alone is enough for me to see that we're just half a chromosome away from being fucking chimps. And that's the realness of it. Anytime any group of people feel as though they are more deserving of fair and equal treatment over others simply because they exist, I'm sorry, but you have completely lost your fucking mind. You are no longer a part of the human collective. You have distanced yourself from the human collective. And we don't need people like that around. We don't need white supremacy. All white people aren't white supremacists. They're not. But if you don't speak out against it, because listen, to all white people out there, I meet cool white people every fucking day, man. So I know all white people aren't white supremacists. You understand? However, if you sit by and allow white supremacy to continue, you're just as fucking bad as they are. An omission of the truth is still a fucking lie.